What's up, traders? Welcome to live NFP trading from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis, and live discussion. As you know that today NFP expected movement in the market. So if you remember in our last NFP, we really secured a very good trade in dollar yen. Today also I'm expecting to have some good trades as well. As you can see that the market is preparing for a trade. NFP is the biggest news event for traders, and as a trader we really care about it because this is a real market mover. So with that being said, let's begin today's session. I have started a bit earlier today to recap everything in the market, to see in fact which way the market is heading, to find out how we can trade. Now, to help me on this, make sure you give a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to not to miss out any of the update, analysis, live trading session, everything you need to become a profitable, consistently profitable trader. So first let me look at quickly the market on British Pound US dollar. I'm looking at British Pound US dollar now. You can see that on the British Pound US dollar there has been a strong rejection from the top, and now we see the market is trying to melt down. Now looking at first of all bigger picture on British Pound US dollar, if you review all my analysis, I always bearish on British Pound US dollar, and that is what happened. British Pound US dollar, in fact the bears looks like that very strongly, very strong in this market. Now if you look at overall picture, why do I always look at overall picture? Because long-term picture is always depicted in trading. If you are trading for some time, that you know that what it is so important to analyze multi-time frame. As a trader it is very important. So with that said, on the monthly perspective, if you are following me for a long time, most of them are, you remember that this is the monthly chart. I was posting analysis from here, explaining all the reason why Gbpusd is likely to drop. It made this big move, in fact, in this direction. Now if you look at the market structure, keep in mind that many traders sometimes use indicators and many other things for understanding the trending direction, but the only way true trending direction you can find from the market structure. So market structure is, what is a market structure? Is when you see there are three ways a market can move: either move up, down, or in a sideway. So market structure is basically the indicator of which way the market is heading. Now the market doesn't move in a linear way the way we think normally. We think that okay, like that. Okay, the market never moves like that. The market will go and come back, will go and come back like that. Okay, so with that being said, what do you see in Gbpusd? You can see that this is a clear downtrending market. If you look at the lower time frame, you see these steps and fall and back and forth like that. So Gbpusd on the higher time frame, it is in fact a bearish market. And now why do you need to know that? Because when you know the market structure, you are almost 50% done in your trading, because you know which way to trade. There are two things you need to know: which way to trade, when to trade. That's it. As a trader, these are the only two things that you need to know. Now on the monthly perspective, we see that Gbpusd, now if you narrow here, this is the monthly candlestick pattern. We have seen first of all a very strong bearish candle on the monthly, which has a healthy body, and also long wick at the bottom on the monthly perspective. Now what we have seen, that this is how you will normally compare the market, in fact how it is performing. It's like the health of the candle. Like in a battleground, how do you find out before the battle? you find out who is gonna win. You try to predict from the health of the fighter, right? That who is looks weaker, who is stronger. Now if you look at this market structure, what you see that in fact this is the strongest, right? Now effort from the buyer is very weaker. You can see that over the month them created a narrow green candle with a long wick, so that means that the sellers are stronger in the market still, and as a result, as soon as this monthly open, we have seen that after little retracement there is a movement down. And what I think that during this NFP we could potentially see further move, but before that we might see some up and down, and that's the advantage that we will be taking. Looking at the weekly, this is a very important liquidity zone. You see that on the weekly perspective, the price action, the market structure is very clear. With this double top, we have seen every week the price was creating series of lower high and lower low, so long-term trend is respected. If you look at this here, there is a, if you closely look at, there is a bearish engulf, that engulf a very narrow green doji, which is in fact a very strong bearish price action, and as a result we have seen the market respected this resistance, and from that zone we have seen that in fact British pound US dollar has created now a bearish candle. This is the weekly candle. Now from this weekly candle, what I think that after going some up and down, it is in fact still a bearish market. Looking at daily, there is on the daily, as soon as market open, we have seen little movement to the upside. Now there is one probability during the NFP in a spike, we could see a retest of the daily 20 period moving average. That can give us a selling opportunity on Gbpusd. On the 4 hour, we have seen that this narrow candle is, you see, it has an element of false breakout. So what I think that either this is a very important zone. You see that there is a daily 20 period and also 4 hour 20 period moving average. Now depending on how the spike is gonna happen, we might see a spike up, testing this, coming back down, or even we could see drop from here based on how the price action is forming. So for me, this is a very important level where we can expect a shorting opportunity on British pound US dollar. If we draw this support zone here on this channel on Gbpusd, we could see that this is the support here, support here, support here, support here, which is turning as resistance, which is in fact a very important area of value for this move to the downside on Gbpusd. So let's find out if we see during the NFP on the lower time frame, on the higher time frame, we have found a very good price action. We'll consider shorting Gbpusd even in this live session. So let me look at the chat, guys, what you are up to. Favor, hi coach, NZD CAD, what is your thought on CAD fundamental? Look at it. Kakulan, hello. Jane, good day coach, thank you. Chris Sparrow, good afternoon coach, no problems. Ray, remember when I said the market for gold is buy? Well, a lot of people profited. I don't know what you mean. Good afternoon coach. NZD CAD, yeah, how are you? So two of them need NZD CAD. I'll look at it. Meldale, good morning, blessing to you. Yep. Logos, hi coach, please take a look at GJ. I mean, buy, no problems. Kanayata, the beloved, send morning all from Nebraska. Okay, so look at now on NZD CAD. As you know that for who are completely new in trading, this is a news calendar website where you can news. This is a Forex Factor, is a free website where you can find news announcement. At 11:30 today, USD and CAD news released together, and USD is non-farm employment change, non-NFP, which is really important news announcement. So let me look at NZD CAD. Okay, so looking at NZD CAD, monthly. Okay, we have seen on NZD-CAD, guys, there is a rejection from this monthly back-to-back 2 doji zone. Okay, this is a very, very high liquidity area, and from that level we have seen, in fact, a rejection. Now NZD-CAD is long-term bearish market. Okay, long-term bearish market. On the monthly perspective, we see primarily a rejection. What I think that we might see a little drop on this one as well. Okay, because it's a long-term bearish market, rejected from this doji zone, we could see some drop. Weekly, we see that from this level there is a rejection. Now the thing is that you see there is a weakless candle. It is possible for NZD-CAD to have another move up next week probably, but this week I think that we will see some downward movement. It could happen that it might even come back here and then we'll pick up again. Now looking at daily, we see that there is a strong rejection on the daily pin bar, followed by a red candle. Now the bulls again trying to push the price high. What I think that after going little up, it should come back down again. Now on the 4-hour perspective, we see that in fact there is already a head and shoulder has formed. The price has broken down. Now it is consolidating here, right? What I think NZD-CAD will do, it might create another long wick candle here with a lower high, and then we might see a drop. So this could be the situation with NZD-CAD. What I think that it will do something like that. Let me show you on the weekly. You see there is a weekly long wick. Let me draw it. So for me, I think what NZD-CAD is likely to do is it's gonna spike during the NFP or any time. We'll go up, test this level, and from here we could see a drop, and then we might see a rise again. Okay, so that could be the situation with NZD-CAD. So for me to short, I need to see because this long wick candle, this zone has not been tested yet, and we could potentially see a strong rejection from here. So with that being said, we could potentially see a drop on. After this we could see a drop, but for now the price action, you see there is a head and shoulder and again double bottom. So we need to see in fact which way heading. We need to see either clear direction here or a drop from here. I think that it may not drop directly from here. We could see another spike up, and from there we could see a drop. Okay guys, so let me look at the chart now again. So what about gold now? I'll look at it. George, NZD-CAD, we looked at it. Oscars, hello coach, what do you think on dollar yen? Yeah, look at it. Dollar yen. Sandra, good evening. Liquidation is a game today. Yeah, absolutely, today there will be. Haidar, to all from Pakistan. Yeah, thank you Haidar for your joining this live session. Aussie dollar, please. Yeah, look at it. Looking forward to join lifetime soon. Tony, you are welcome. This is the best time to join. I will invite you to visit the link in the description area. You can find a link in the description. There is more update coming. There's a lot of strategies that will change the way you trade. Let me look at gold now. What I think that gold is gonna do is, look, gold is long-term bearish, but we have seen some upward movement. Okay, what I think that for me gold is still bearish. Okay, we might see some spike very soon. Okay, looking at monthly, you see this is the monthly price action has been bounced from here. For me, I think that gold is still bearish. Okay, you can see that how do I understand it is bearish. If you look at the overall market, look at this here, there is a double top on the monthly, and then there is a big move happen in gold. It's a big move followed by what we have seen that every month the price was creating. See, yesterday also I told that when you look at a downtrend, always look at the high of the candle top. So gold, we see that it is creating in fact series of lower high. You can see that. So that means that the price action is bearish. Now this month the price came to this support and then we have seen a bounce. This is the monthly level of support zone here. Now the price action is highly bearish, and also it is now facing a monthly opening and closing, which is also a resistance. If you closely look at, you will see that every month the price was creating series of lower high. So with that being said, if we look at the weekly, on the weekly we have seen from this weekly level we have seen a bounce. The price is now just above this weekly opening and closing. For me, it is still bearish. Okay, we might see some spike, but one thing we need to keep in mind, if it breaks below, we might see a massive drop. But before that, the question is which way the spike is happening. For me, I think that gold is still bearish. Monthly, weekly, it's a long-term bearish. Even it could close as a doji on the weekly, but the price action for me is still bearish. Now looking at the daily, we see the price already has tested this daily 20 period moving average. Okay, it's in a very important zone now, and from that level during the NFP, if we see it has done enough spike and given us a nice looking bearish setup, we'll short gold. Now on the 4 hour, we have seen after opening today with a wickless candle, we see a very strong move. As you can see, there is a resistance zone coming up, a trend line on gold, and from that zone we already have a rejection in this area. Okay, what I think that it might create a long weak doji here like that. Okay, it might create something like that, a doji. All right, on the 4 hours, something like that, and from that doji, okay, then we'll see in fact which way the market is heading. But for me, I think it will create a doji and then it will continue its downtrend. Okay, because it's a long-term downtrend and long-term price action is always respected. Now for changing its trend, it's not easy for an instrument to change its trend. You know that it's very difficult, an instrument suddenly to change its trend. Okay, sorry, I had to just a little bit. So with that being said, guys, let's see, the news almost is there. It's a very exciting time. We need to see all of them. Let's look at now dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen, how it is doing, and then we'll come back here again. So dollar yen, looking at dollar yen, first of all looking at the monthly. Okay, monthly perspective, guys, dollar yen is a long-term bullish market. Okay, it's a long-term bull market. You can see that every month the price was creating series of higher high and higher low. Very strongly bullish market. Now on that bullish market, we have seen primarily a drop on the monthly. In the first week, couple of days, we have seen drop, right? Now we see a long wick being created. This is the monthly candle. What I think that it might go up again to test the upper part of the monthly candle later. So that means that we have a probability for dollar yen to go up as dollar is getting stronger. Weekly perspective, this is the weekly price action. You can see that there was a weekly drop creating dojis, one doji. Now this is the last day of trading. It looks like that this one also creating kind of doji. Right, so with that being doji, we might, for me, I think that we will see dollar yen is going up. Now daily, if you look at the daily, you see that the price on the daily, again there is a head and shoulder on the daily, head, left shoulder and right shoulder in this very important previous resistance zone, turning support. If we draw this one here, see with this long red candle, this is the previous resistance here, okay, which is turning support here. Right. So with that said, we can expect now a breakout. Now on the daily, we have seen a resistance has been formed here. Okay, there's a resistance, and what I'm expecting, you see that on that resistance on the daily, the price was creating series of higher lows, especially on the daily. You see that. So that's a sign that when you see a resistance and the price was creating series of higher low, it's a sign of breakout. Okay, so with that in mind, on dollar yen, what I'm expecting is a breakout to the upside on the lower time frame. On the retest, we can go long on dollar yen. So let's look at now on the 4-hour time frame. This is the intraday time frame where we can see the resistance very clearly on dollar yen. Okay, and with that resistance, we see series of higher lows been created. Now during this NFP, if we see that dollar yen has broken this resistance on the test, we can go long on dollar yen. So for me, I want to see the price created a strong bullish pattern on dollar yen. Let me look at the chat. Deepak, Euro GBP, I'll look at it. Shadi, hi boss, thank you Shadi. Tony, USD CAD, please, I'll look at USD CAD. Thank you very much. Art, good evening coach, no problems. Georgius, Julie, US30, no problem. Saraba, no home buys. Oh, okay. Georgius, Julie, please, thank you very much. Hi coach, any thought on Aussie dollar? Yeah, we'll look at it. Chad, Daniel, hello sir, how about US oil? We'll look at it. Sarah, please. Yep. How GU, please, no problems. Aussie dollar, we'll look at it. Sarah, sir, non-farm, sell, buy. Okay, non-farm, you can't say non-farm, like there's a lot of pairs who will look at Sarah, and then we'll find out buy or sell based on the price action. We need to see how the news is reacting, which is just 8 minutes away to be released, and then we'll look at it. GBP CAD trade open. Should I close it before news? Chris, it depends on what kind of trade you are running. If your stop loss is well above or below, should be fine. If you're nearing, or if you're running profit, yeah, probably you could take that profit off the table. Depending on what kind of trade you are running, you need to decide. Blue pips, what times? The news is just 8 minutes away. Hello coach, what's your take on dollar yen? Yeah, we already discussed dollar yen. Let's look at USD CAD, which is very important pair now, and then we'll look at Aussie dollar, because USD CAD is the most volatile pair at this point, because both are news coming. For me guys, USD CAD, I think that looking at monthly, for me, we might see some bullish setup on USD CAD. Let's look at what happened. For me, dollar is strong, still stronger. We see that this is the monthly, the price in on a monthly opening and closing zone. This is the monthly opening and closing area. Let's draw this one here, and with that zone, let's long-term USD CAD is a bullish market. You can see that it's a long-term monthly channel. Okay, this is a long-term monthly channel has broken, created a retracement. Okay, so this is the monthly candle here as well, bullish candle. Now looking at the weekly, okay, so on the weekly perspective, you see that first drop followed by a doji. Now this week, what the price did, in fact, after testing the lower part of the weekly week, we have seen a rise. So in fact, this move on the weekly is an indication that in fact USD CAD is likely to go up. Now looking at the daily, so on the daily perspective, we see a drop. That's a good place for us, because with that drop, what I think that USD CAD completed a pattern of head and shoulder. Now there is a doji. You see back to back quite a few daily dojis here, and this is the monthly. This dotted line is the monthly opening and closing. So for me, USD CAD is bullish. And also if you closely look at what you see, that in fact USD CAD created this daily channel here, which has broken with this bullish candle. Now what I think that the price might come a little bit further down to test this previous resistance, which is turning support, and then we think that we could see some bullish move on USD CAD. Now on the intraday perspective, we see the market already created a nice looking drop, which is needed for a retracement, and in this zone you see this bullish engulfer is very, very important. I love to trade this kind of candle. Okay, why? Because this bullish engulfer in fact is the candle that highly likely that will be respected. Okay, so we could see some spike down. As I told you, it might even create a lower high or a equal low and then could start to drop, or somewhere here we could find a very good shorting of longing opportunity on USD CAD. And as you can see, this line, what we see is the resistance level, okay, for this channel to the downside. And from this zone, what I think that we could find potentially bullish setup on USD CAD. So as soon as I will find that, I will be going long. I will not be shorting USD CAD. For me, if you look at the lower in the 4-hour time frame candlestick, you see this low. So if you look at all those low, you can see in fact the price is creating series of lower high. Now the only thing is that if you draw a trend line with all those long wick candle, you see that the price still didn't touch that, and that could happen during the news, where I think that the price will come back to this level, and from here we could find bullish setup. So let's draw all those levels. If we find suitable trading opportunity on USD CAD, yeah, we'll go long on USD CAD. Okay, so let me look at the 5 minutes and 15 minutes. We see some bullish price action on 5 minutes. Let me look at the 15 minutes. Yeah. So let's find out which way the market will be heading, and then we'll find out which way to trade. But for me, you see this liquidity gap here. That's a good place for, if the price come here, this is the crossing of this two zone that we have drawn on the 4-hour. So if you look at, go back to daily and 4-hour, we see this cross point. Let me draw a circle here, is very important. Okay, right, so if this is the point that I would say that USD CAD could be respected. Okay, so this is on the 4-hour. Now if you go to the 15 minutes time frame, for me it could do something like that. Okay, a spike like that, doji, or a spike and bullish candle, and then we could see a move. Now this dotted line is really crucial because this is the line where there is a monthly support. Okay, so yeah, let's see, just 2 minutes remaining for news to be released. So yeah, we'll see how the price is doing, and then we'll find out how it is doing. Okay, so some strength, looks like the little bit of strengthening in dollar in last minute. So we'll first, let's shortlist all of them, including Aussie dollar. Okay, looks like the dollar is so far stronger. For me, I think that dollar is still stronger. Let's shortlist all of them pairs, including British pound, US dollar, euro dollar, and USD CAD, gold. Okay, and then USD CAD. Okay, all right, so look at all of them, including dollar yen. Okay, so let's find out The news is just 1 minute away. Okay, I think it's released. Not yet. It's really important. I think dollar is stronger. For me, I'm still bullish on dollar. Okay, so I'll not recommend to anyone to open any trade now. Okay, because during the news, market really behave very abnormally. So yeah, so we see some spike down on gold as well, which is very good. We need that. Okay. So we see some strengthening in dollar. Very strong spike on gold and all the pairs. Okay, so you see that USD CAD was a spike up and then coming back down. So it normally goes both way. You'll see that they're moving in all ways, up and down. It is going to the upside. Looks like, as I expected, dollar is getting stronger. Looking at dollar CAD, as I told you guys, the price came to the same level as expected, and I think that the price will create a bullish move. So let's see. Let's delete this one. Let's settle the news, and then we'll find out if we can find any trade on this level. So far dollar remains stronger. So this is the resistance level, which is going up now. Okay, so we see a very unusual spike. So USD CAD, looking at the intraday, so we see the price is in a level of support, that we are what we discussed before on USD CAD, which is on the weekly perspective also a very important level of support. Let's see how the spike is doing. So yeah, spike is always good for us. When there is a spike, we will have definitely some good trading opportunity. So we see some up and down. First, I don't recommend anyone to open trade at this point. First, we need to see which way the market, in fact, forming the market structure. We could see bearish move or a bullish move based on. We need to see at least this 4-hour candle to be closed. So we are looking at 5-minute chart on gold to see in fact how the price action is forming. Look at the USD CAD again. I still think the dollar is going to be stronger. Let's see which way the market is doing, and then we'll find out. But we need to wait for the candle to be closed so we know that actually exactly what is happening. Okay, so USD CAD. Let me look at 4 hour. I think it came to a very important level of support zone. Okay. We could see this support is being respected. How many pip? 31 pip. The price move up from here. Okay, we need to see in fact how the candle is closing, and then we'll decide what we can do. Candle close is very important. Including the gold. So let's look at higher time frame on British pound US dollar. So we see that British pound US dollar in fact created a downward move. This is also a long-term bearish market. Now how this candle will close will determine a lot of things on this one here. Look at the dollar yen. So dollar yen has created both sided price action. So it's still looking like the bullish price action. Based on how it does, we'll see. See that gold bulls at the top, and from there we'll see in fact what they are doing. So let me look at GBP. Okay. So this candle is really crucial on GBP USD. If this one closes like that as a doji, as a false breakout candle, we could potentially see some drop. So see, from euro dollar is approaching this 20 period moving average. That is the daily 20 EM also it is approaching. Sir, news buyer gold, we'll look at it. Okay. We see that the USD carry in fact facing a very important level of support zone. So if you look at the weekly, so candle close is really important, which is 12 minutes remaining to close the candle. If you look at the monthly, we see the price already approached the monthly resistance zone on the in gold. So let's look at the result of the, so what we see that from the data is for USD, which is better, isn't it? It's much better. So why dollar getting weaker? See, this is really good. So we see that job data is very good in terms of dollar. All the news are positive with dollar, but dollar getting weaker, or it could be just a spike. So that's the thing that we need to realize in terms of news. You'll see that in most cases, in fact, it is just that we need to understand from the price action. So looking at dollar CAD again. So in terms of CAD, what we have seen that CAD is CAD data. What the heck? In terms of CAD, the forecast was 11K. Actual is 108K. Is it real? Forecast was 11K, actual is 108K. It's unusual, isn't it? Very unusual. But dollar is stronger, but CAD data is extremely unusual. Forecast 11, actual 108, 10 times or more than 10 times different. Very unusual. We see that in terms of Gbp, so USD should be stronger, isn't it? I think that's gonna happen slowly. It's just a spike for me. I think that dollar will ultimately get stronger. So if we look at GBP USD, guys, see this is creating a we have seen primarily a bounce from the monthly support zone on GBP USD, but I still think that GBP USD will drop based on the price action. But so last 5 minutes is really important. Let's see how it is doing. But CAD data is really unusual. Let's look at other CAD pairs, how they are performing. Looking at AUD CAD. GBP CAD. GBP is very weaker against everything. according to job data, dollar is in the good position, okay, but CAD is weaker. For me, I think the game might changing slowly. You might see suddenly the price started to move the other direction. Could happen. We'll see which way the market is moving. This 5 minutes is really important. Let's see what happen. Tiffany opinion on US30. Let's look at US30. Okay, so US30, like all the pairs, if dollar getting stronger, then US30 will be weaker. But looks like that price action is still not clear until we see a candle close. So for gold also showing a very unusual movement, because dollar should be stronger, but still showing weakness. Let's see what happened. So looking at the intraday, so looks like that we might see some weakness in dollar, but according to job data, it should be bullish. So let's see what happened after the candle close, then we'll know in fact which way the market is heading. So if we look at gold, we see that it is approaching this monthly resistance level, which is the monthly opening and closing. So looking at indices US30, we see some bullish move. I think they will test this, indices will test this reversal here, this pattern, but as I told you that we need to see full candle close. So we see that pairs candle closed, but still gold and other candle is still running. So looking at that, we see that Aussie dollar. So CAD CHF, let me look at the monthly. We see that very strong rejection on CAD CHF. So from this let's see if there is any trade that we can take. Okay, so euro dollar has given a very strong bullish candle. Okay, so let me see which one is giving us. Okay, so we see that very strong movement in gold and silver. So US30, as you can see that the price came to this level of support zone. Okay, from this support we see that look at the weekly. So what we see that, let's look at the gold again, came to 1641 point. Okay, so the market really behaved very unusual. As you can see, data came, CAD, very unusual. 11k expected, forecast was 11k, actual is 108.3k, 5.3%, 5.2%, 0.3%. What I think, guys, you see the Gbpusd is likely to go to test this previous support zone, which is turning resistance. I think the price will go there, will test this level, and from here we could see a rejection. So you see, just want to see how to take a screenshot. Okay, so from dollar yen, guys, what I see that dollar getting weaker, dollar yen giving us a bearish price action. So we'll sell dollar yen. Let me look at this one here. I see that in all of them, dollar yen looks a bit bearish. Looks like that dollar yen, instead of going up, it started to reverse. So dollar looks weaker. We have seen a candle. This is the candle which is highly bearish. It has an element of false breakout. So we'll go short on. It's already a bit late. Let me look at. Okay, so we'll be trading this candle on dollar yen. Okay, now the price already has gone down a little bit, but we will open a position on this one on dollar yen, and we'll be closing this position before this level, so which is almost 1 to 1 risk to reward. We push it up a little bit because there is a bearish engulfer with a strong false breakout in it. So this is the trade that I'll be opening, and I'll also send this trade to our students who are trading with us. Usdjpy. See that started to move. So we have 116 pip SL, a bit bigger SL because the market is very volatile. So dollar yen, what I think that, as you can see, the price created a candle that is false breakout, and we see that the price in fact has reversed from here, bounced from this level, and what I think that dollar yen will drop further. So you have opened a position, and also I opened the same position on dollar yen. Okay guys, so yeah, so this is the trade that we will be opening. For me, looks like the dollar is weaker, and we have found a candle that is highly bearish. So let's look at the chart, guys. US 100, what will happen to US 100 today? I think that looks like that indices also going to be bullish. Laura, hello Wizard and family, just come in. What did I miss? I think you didn't miss much. Wizard, please. Okay, I think China COVID spike. Okay, what about doing? What about US30? We already talked about it. So gold is going for 4-hour trend line. Yeah, looks like that very unusual movement in gold. Hello sir, I already have taken the bearish trade on euro dollar. Okay, the market interrupted NFP results is good news. Okay, look at it. 1660. Okay, so looks like that unexpectedly dollar got a little bit of weaker. What I think that if you look at the daily on dollar yen, looks like that it is creating a double top here. Okay, and then I think that this price will come back down a little further. The price couldn't break this resistance, meaning that we could see some move to the downside. Now if we look at let's go back to dollar yen again. Yes, look like that we might see some downward move in dollar yen. Okay, if we look at the monthly, as this is a long-term bullish, but we see that the price is overextended. The resistance, if you look at the daily time frame, we see that the resistance is not been broken. Okay, so we see that on the intraday there is a candle that is a bearish candle. So what you could see on dollar yen, slowly could see some movement, and that we can take that advantage. Okay, looking at weekly, yeah, looks like that we'll see some downward move. Okay, so yes guys, so let me know if you have any questions so I know where I am. I'll look at CAT CHF. Let me look at the CAT CHF. Looking at CAT CHF. For me, CAT CHF, I think that we might, this is the monthly, weekly. See, CAD CHF market is overextended to the upside. This is the weekly price action. As you can see, it is overextended to the upside. If we look at the daily, we see that in fact CAD CHF has created this a long candle on the daily. I will not be buying at all. Okay, for shorting I need double top or any kind of price action, then we can consider shorting CAD CHF. Okay guys, so in the meantime guys, if you wanna learn our strategies and also trade with us, you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website. There is a discount going on. You can join us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Also there is a link at the top of the chat which is pinned. Let me look at Euro GBP. I think that one. So some again movement to the upside for dollar yen. Let's see what happened. For NZ, it looks like that dollar ultimately, the most of the pairs probably changing their trend. Okay, so if you look at Gbpusd, we see that there is a bearish candle, a bullish candle that has in fact a very deep false breakout from here, and then has strongly rejected to the upside. So looks like that from this daily. If you look at this daily, there is also a daily candle that is a strongly bullish pin bar in this zone, and from that zone we have seen that in fact Gbpusd, we have seen a bounce. So what I think that we might see some weakness in dollar in the upcoming week. This candle is really important, crucial candle, because it has quite a few sessions element in it. So with that said, what I think that Gbpusd euro dollar might be getting bullish. Okay, so with that said guys, for me I think they are changing their trends. Yeah, for me, I think they are changing trends. So we'll see slowly what happened in the progression of this week, and early next week we'll see clearly exactly how the price action is forming. Okay guys, so yeah, we'll wrap up with that. We have seen a very good movement in the market. I think that dollar short term getting a little bit of weakness in dollar, and that means that gold might get a little bit of bullish. Let's see. If we look at the weekly, we see that there is a bounce from the support. We might see some movement to the upside. Yeah, so if you want to trade this on Monday again and also join us, you can find a link in the description area. So I'll wrap up this session guys. With that said, I hope that you enjoyed this live session, and we'll keep running that trade, and I will keep you update on Monday what happened with this trade. With that said, I'll see you on Monday in this live session twice, hopefully to see you. Make sure you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out. Tomorrow I'll be releasing forex forecast and many other educational content, so make sure guys you stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.